What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trolltek here for another video. So today we are going to be watching the Given movie because obviously we watched the main show. I am kind of nervous about this because people are saying that the movie is mad, like just dramatic / sad. So we're going to see what the fuck happens in this movie. And then we have an OVA, I believe, after we finish the movie. And then I think that's all the Given content done. So after we finish with the Given stuff, I was originally going to do another anime BL, but I thought because we did an anime BL this time, I think we're going to do another, like a Korean BL next, probably. And I've got one on mind. I forget what it's called. I was looking at it yesterday. Like, I wasn't watching it, but I was like looking at it. The thumbnail and stuff looked pretty interesting. I think it was called Boys Be Brave or something like that. Brave Boys, I don't know, something like that. I think that's the next BL we're going to be watching. So I guess keep your eyes peeled for that. That might not be for a couple of days just because, we still got to watch the OVA and yeah. But that's coming eventually. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's get into the Given movie. And it's called a movie, but it's only like an hour long, which is really short. I guess anime movies generally are pretty short, so it makes sense. But yeah, I guess without further ado, let's get into it. Oh, okay, I thought that was the show. I was like, they changed up the animation style. I think this movie might have been a collaboration with like a different studio because before when we were watching the anime, that logo wasn't a thing. So I think this might be with a different anime studio or like collaborating with a different anime studio. So the animation might be different, I reckon. Slightly. Yeah, you can already see like there's like a different vibe to it. To be fair, movie animation is usually a bit different to like the way they do it in the actual show. So so he doesn't know his fuckboy activities in front of Haruki. See, I knew this was gonna happen. This is what I was talking about before. I was like, this guy's gonna try to do some shady shit or like try to interact with Sato. So I'm very curious what's gonna happen here. I don't know what it is about this guy. I just don't trust him as far as I can throw him. He's just got a vibe to him. I think we're gonna get maybe more backstory into their relationship. We got hints of this in the show, but I think they're going to really explore it. You hated him. I've never lived with someone that I've hated, so I don't know about that. It's awakened a fire within him. What did that say? We made it through the second screening. Okay, competition. Oh wow, that's a crazy opportunity. Oh, he's into it. As soon as he heard the word live. Basically what I was saying. He's like working through his shit through music. Oh, that's intriguing. What does he mean by that? I feel like when he says Kaji-san is like me, I think he's talking about like I guess his relationship with, how do I explain it? Like, I think he views his relationship with Yuki slash Uniyama, both of them, similar to Kaji's relationship with Ugetsu, I think his name was. That's what he means, I think. Okay, calm. This is... Okay. Okay. Interesting. So they're clearly physically... they've been physically together, but like, I think it's one of those things where Kaji has genuine emotions for him, like feelings, like romantic ones, but he doesn't. But even though they fuck, it's not like, you know what I mean? It's like they sleep together, but they're not, there's no, like, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say though? Like, Kaji has feelings, he doesn't. And all I'm going to say, I had a feeling that their relationship was toxic in some way, and I'm being proven right now. Let's see what happens. And honestly, this could be why Kaji's such a fuckboy, is he's trying to forget about his feelings for Ugetsu by sleeping with all these people and being with all these other people. That's just, it's pretty obvious. Well, he is a genius. Like, that's been something that was like hit us over the head the whole show. Oh, here we go. Haruki's mind's about to go crazy. The jealousy is going to eat him up. To be fair, he's not wrong to be jealous because they seem to be fuck buddies or something. Like, friends with benefits in some ways. That's what it seems, at least, based on what we saw last time. But still. Honestly, I think that Kaji not trying to excel in one thing shows his... I don't want to... Cowardice isn't the right word, but I guess the trauma of like being a violinist and then meeting a genius and being like, fuck, I'm not at that level. Like, so I don't want to put my energy into one thing. So I think it is impressive to be good at all these other things, but I think it does come from a place of like not wanting to fail, so not really trying. I feel like that's what's going on with Kaji. That's just the vibe I'm getting so far. I definitely think there's like probably so many people into Haruki, but he's just an oblivious motherfucker. I was gonna say like respect for being like, okay, we're not just not right for each other and then breaking up, but then they're also just still sleeping together. So it's like, what's the point at that point? You know, like if you're gonna break up, just break up. Like I've always been like relationships that do that shit where it's like, oh, like let's break up but still sleep together. Don't do that. It's the dumbest thing you can do. There's no way that's gonna not end in a messy fucking situation. Stupidest fucking thing. That's why, yeah, Kaji even said, I hate him. Interesting. And I think he sees himself in Sato a bit because it's like the whole Sato's whole thing in the first couple episodes was I can't express myself. So I think Ugetsu, is that his name? Sees a lot of himself in him. So maybe he's trying to like guide him so he doesn't make the same shitty decisions that he made, maybe. Yeah, see, if I was Sato, I'm like, bro, why did you just unload all of this trauma on me? People were fucking right. The trauma in this movie so far. What is it? We're 15 minutes into the movie and there's so much trauma being unloaded. Bro, imagine talk like even if there was that. No, that's crazy, Kaji. That's insane what you've just done there. I low-key don't even want these two to get together because I'm like, Haruki deserves better. I'm sorry to Kaji fans, but that motherfucker needs to work through his shit. Because how are you going to talk to someone that Kaji knows he likes him while you're getting a blowjob? That's insane to me. Yeah. Bro, you gotta move on, honestly. At least for now, like, even if they do end up getting together. Imagine that was the song. It's really interesting to me. Like when you think about it, Uyama and Sato are just like obsessed with music, right? They do everything they can to grow as musicians and just kind of like they're very experimental and they're just really like, you know what I mean? Like they're artists. Where I feel like with Kaji and Haruki, was that his name? They are kind of have a certain level of skill and they just kind of go with the flow and they're just like, okay, this is good enough. You know, we can stay on this level and it'll be fine. You know, right? They're not really trying to break limits, if that makes sense. So it's really interesting that half of the time they're learning from these two high school kids. Even like relationship wise, like think about it, like Uyama and Sato have like 10 times the communication abilities of these two guys in college in their mid 20s, which is, yeah. No, I bet you he's drunk. I bet you. Oh, you got into a fight? You got into a fight. Bar fight? Oh, with Ugetsu. Kaji, bro, fucking fuck off, please. Yeah, I want to knock this cunt out. I swear. Hey. Hey, yo. Okay. No. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Get the fuck off. Bro, why can't these are grown people, by the way. These are guys in their mid-20s. Just have a conversation. Look, whether it's Ugetsu or fucking Kaji or Haruki, or like just converse. It just open your mouth, cunt. Why? Oh my god. And like Kaji right now is doing some crazy shit. Like this is not consensual whatsoever. So I don't know what I feel like Kaji is a villain right now. Basically is what we need to talk about because that was not consensual. I don't care what you're saying. That what just happened was there was no consensuality. Is that the word? Happened. There's nothing was consensual there. I'm sorry. That was criminal. What just happened? Sorry. I don't know. Fuck Kaji is my point. Fuck this cunt. Fuck this piece of shit. I don't care what you guys say. He's a piece of shit. I'm sorry. That's why he was such a fuckboy. Because he needed places to say. Guess that's fair. Look, I understand Kaji's traumas and issues. I get it, but still, what he just did, it doesn't give an excuse. There's no excuse. That was insane. Like, that was insane. He fucking assaulted the guy. You know, and he didn't go all the way, sure, but like, the initial intent was there, and like Haruki says, oh, it was consensual. He says that, but let's be honest, we saw what was going on. It's giving when someone breaks up and then they do a massively intense change. That's kind of the vibe right now. Yes, Haruki, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I don't care about the Kaji fans. If we got Kaji fans on his side in this argument, I don't know what the fuck you've been watching. But I'm on board with Haruki putting this shit cunt in his place. Like, if Kaji doesn't grovel, like, because I know they're eventually probably going to get together. I know it's going to happen. But if he doesn't absolutely grovel pathetically, I will not be on board with this. Like, even if he grovels, I'm kind of uncomfortable with it, especially with what just happened. But like, I know it's gonna happen, right? So I don't want it to happen because it started from a very toxic place. But I know it's gonna happen, so I need to see Kaji absolutely become a pathetic, groveling weakling before Haruki even thinks to forgive him. Yeah. I love how the initial worry was like, oh, Sato and Unuyama dating is going to be an issue for the band. But you two are the ones that are causing the issues. Like, they were so or not Kaji wasn't, but Haruki was so stressed that they were dating. And now it's him and Kaji that are causing the issues. Was. I guess like after all that shit, like when someone, even if you love someone, if they're just constantly fucking trying to hurt you, at that point, like you might still love them, but it's like there's so much fucking just pain associated. It's like it doesn't even matter anymore. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a limit to how much you can hurt someone before, even if they love you, it's like it's impossible to see that love anymore. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's where Kaji is. Sato's definitely clocking that there's something deeper than just music going on here. See, I told you they will lead, like they're gonna get together. I think he's gonna have a cold shower. That's what's. Like, as annoyed as I am with Kaji, like, don't get me wrong, I'm still annoyed with him. But Ugetsu is also another whole fucking toxic fucking bomb. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I understand he can't let Kaji go and Kaji can't let him go and whatever. But like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Those two stress me the fuck out. Like, I knew Ugetsu was a problem. From the time he was introduced, I was like, this guy's going to be he's an issue. I just sense the energy. And I'm sure he's not a bad guy, actually, but yeah. I'm curious what Sato went to him to talk about, though. Probably something with the lyrics and the song or some shit, but... Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's gonna have a confrontation with Ugetsu. He's really been just like absent for a lot of the band stuff. Like if I was Uniyama, I would be low-key heated because like he doesn't know anything of what's going on. At least Sato kind of has a basic idea that there's something going on. Because you can see him like looking at Haruki and Kaji every once in a while. He knows who gets it and stuff. But Uniyama is just like kind of fully out of the loop. So I would be heated. I'm like, why the fuck isn't this cunt coming to practice? He gets to get the fuck out of his face. We get to get the fuck out of his face. I've been giving him the benefit of the doubt this whole time, but I fucking really don't like that guy. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still pissed off at Kaji because of what he did before, but Ugetsu is even worse. Don't be too surprised, bro. You cannot hide it. It is so obvious. The only reason Uniyama hasn't clocked it is because he's a fucking oblivious idiot. That's the only reason. So I'm not sure if this is what it is. Maybe they just had fights and it's just like, you know, fights. It's just a fight, a proper fight. But I feel like this is hinting at that Ugetsu was potentially physically abusive with Kaji sometimes, because the 2 times it's happened twice now they punched him and now he hit him because Kaji was trying to leave, which sounds very much like an abusive relationship. Now, the reason I say that is because when we see Ugetsu, he doesn't have any scars on his face or anything, or get like he got punched or something. So I'm leaning towards the fact that Ugetsu's hitting him and Kaji's just like trying to get out of that situation. That's what it seemed like to me. So I might be wrong, but that's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, it's way more emotional, like his expressions and emotional. I miss seeing just these two, just a healthy relationship. Like, I miss the sweetness of Given. You know what I mean? Like this, because the show is so different to this movie. Because like Oneyama and Sato's relationship is so sweet and just like earnest and caring. And this trio is just chaos and trauma and toxicity. I understand why Ugetsu got furious though, is because it's like, for Ugetsu, like he loves Kaji, whatever that means. I say love was with air quotations because it's like, even though he loves him, he's constantly willing to hurt him for for his whatever reasons he has, which I guess in his brain makes sense, but whatever. But I can understand because it's like Ugetsu's willing to sacrifice everything for his pursuit of the violin and music. So when he sees that someone can just be like, you know what, I'm going to abandon that type of music, but that doesn't mean I choose you either. So I think that's what really set him off. Not to say he's right or anything, but it makes sense. You're feeling that music, bro. That's what that is. Oh. Well, I guess he got advice from Ugetsu, right? So it kind of makes sense that he's seeing similarities in this talent, I guess. Okay, so it's a final goodbye between him and Ugetsu, I guess. Like a closure to their relationship. Ugetsu, can you just for 1 second just be a normal human being? Like just, I thought he turned over a new leaf and he was going to do some healthy communication and relationship building, but it's Ugetsu, I guess, at the end of the day. You just weren't really together though, to be fair. I do kind of feel sorry for him, but then also kind of not at the same time. I don't know, man. Oh, nice. So he's kind of like doing the band and violin stuff. Hey, yo, where are you going, bro? I guess it's like seeing a new side of Kaji that he's never seen. It was you, really. Yeah. See, I told you. I told you.
Haruki, 触ってもいいですか?
Honestly, like, I know I did say I was against them getting together, but after everything that happened, all the changes that happened, I'm actually liking the way this worked out. Like, I will say what Kaji did at like midway through was fucking insane. And it was crazy and it got me mad heated, but I feel like, I don't know, can you really make up for, I don't know if you can even make up for that, but like, if it happened in real life, I wouldn't think it's forgivable because it's a show. You're just like, whatever. You know what I mean? I guess that's the view of it, but like, I do still feel kind of uncomfortable with it. But it is what it is.
いいよ。マジ? マジ? 真冬の歌は魔法みたいだ。もう一度恋をしようと思わせてくれる。
Okay. Okay, so that was the given movie. So I knew they were going to get together, so I'm not too surprised by that. Like, I don't know. It's like, I liked the ending and what happened, but then also I was like, again, I felt uncomfortable. I'm still so uncomfortable with what Kaji did midway through. And I know he didn't go all the way or whatever, but the intent is the issue. I don't know. I feel so uncomfortable by that. I hate that they included something like that. You know? I don't know. It makes me so uncomfortable. Like, it felt like it ruined so much of like the way I was viewing the characters, if that makes sense. It annoys me so much because like you could have done something similar to that without making it be a semi-assault. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, you could have had like Kaji say something or like, you know, be cruel with his words. You could have had Kaji maybe, I don't know, you could have had him do so much other things than trying to assault Haruki. Like, you know, because that's what it was at the end of the day. That made me so uncomfortable. And even though it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like that. But generally it was pretty interesting because it was so dramatic. Like everyone in this trio love triangle thing was just like so communicative. Is that the word? Like Haruki was fine. At least like Haruki, Haruki's only issue was the fact that he was just hiding that he was into Kaji the whole time. But generally he was I think his communication was pretty on point. It's like, and I like how he stood his ground after Kaji did what he did. And he was like, you know what, fuck this. Cut his hair and everything. So honestly, out of everything that I loved about this, like, I mean, out of everything in this movie, one thing I loved was just seeing Haruki fucking finally standing up and putting Kaji in his place a bit. I definitely understand, like, I definitely felt like they could have done more with, so like talking about Kaji's semi-assault on Haruki, I feel like they could have done more to explore that and discuss about and like trying to like Kaji trying to earn forgiveness for that, because I feel like it was kind of brushed over. I feel like that's not a good thing because that was a crazy scene. But I guess they don't have a lot of time, so I understand. But yeah, I just feel so uncomfortable from that scene. I just hate that it was in there. Okay, so that was my reaction to the given movie. Hopefully you enjoyed my reaction. Thank you for watching, and I'm hoping the OVA has some fucking of the given sweetness that we come to expect from the TV show, because this had maybe 3 to 4 minutes of sweetness in it. Like the only sweetness we had in this was the scene between Unuyama and Sato, and then the ending, the confession scene at the end. That's literally the only sweet scenes. Everything else was so dramatic and toxic. But yeah, it was still an enjoyable watch regardless, even if I didn't agree with some of the decisions made in this, like just from a narrative standpoint. It was still a good movie. It was enjoyable. The animation was really good in this. Obviously the music was fire. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed my reaction, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.